You're not ready for what might happen in Squid Game Season 3. We're talking about even crazier games, revenge, insane theories, and global connections that no one saw coming. Season 2 ending left US with a lot of questions. Season 2 ended with a bang. Ji-hun, after everything that went down, has a new look, looking fresh, my guy. But he's got his mind set on one thing: taking down the organization that created Squid Game. And just like that, we're left with 100 questions. Can he really destroy the whole thing alone? After surviving a deadly game where people died left and right, is he finally going to become the villain or the hero? Thinking face. But let's be real, we know Ji-hun is not the type to just go full Rambo on this. He's got a deeper, more emotional side now. Maybe he's the kind of guy who will take the system down with brains instead of brawn. He's been through the worst, so who's better to infiltrate and take them down from within? Yeah, it's gonna get intense. And here's the kicker: Ji-hun might not just be going for revenge. He could also be trying to break the cycle. We know there's more to the story, and Season 3 could explore how Ji-hun plans to destroy the organization's hold on the world. A new kind of rebellion where the stakes are higher, the people are smarter, and the game is, well, bigger. Time for the wildest theories that are seriously making me question reality. These might be a little out there, but who knows? Squid Game loves a good twist. Keycap 1: Ji-hun goes undercover in the organization. Some fans think Ji-hun will infiltrate the game's dark, twisted heart. Could he take on a secret role as one of the higher-ups, maybe even as a new frontman? What if he doesn't just want revenge? What if he wants to recruit from the inside and sabotage the whole thing? Ji-hun could even become the next leader, but secretly plotting to shut everything down. Remember, he was once a simple man with nothing to lose. Now, he's playing the long game. Keycap 2: The games go global. Let's talk about the world for a second. We've seen how massive the Squid Game organization is in South Korea, but what if the games expand worldwide? Could we see Squid Game go international, with competitions in places like New York, Tokyo, London, and even Brazil? Can you imagine the cultural twists on the deadly games? A version of red light, green light on a packed metro in Sao Paulo? Or a more intense version of tug-of-war on a frozen lake in Iceland? The possibilities are endless. And it would be insane to see how each country adapts the twisted games to their own local traditions. Just imagine the chaos that could unfold globally. Keycap 3: A war inside the organization itself. Imagine the organization isn't as united as we thought. What if there are factions within it, all trying to seize control and reshape the games? Maybe some factions want to keep the games as they are, while others want to modernize with technology, VR simulations, and new forms of entertainment. This internal war could bring even more chaos, as Ji-hun and other former players use this opportunity to tear down the system. What if the games become more personalized, and people who know the rules can manipulate them to their advantage? This could open up new ways of sabotaging the system. Keycap 4: Old characters coming back. Let's be honest, Squid Game loves surprises. So, who's coming back? Maybe Kang Ibayok didn't really die? What if, against all odds, she survived, and now she's leading her own fight against the organization? Or, perhaps, there's someone else from Ji-hun's past, someone connected to the organization? A long-lost sibling or a forgotten player who holds the key to ending the games once and for all. I'm all in for some jaw-dropping returns, and imagine the drama when they're revealed. Keycap 5: Ji-hun forms an underground resistance. Here's a theory that's pretty close to my heart. What if Ji-hun doesn't go alone? After everything he's been through, there's no way he's the only one who wants to end this madness. What if he forms an underground resistance made up of survivors and people who have escaped the games? They could become a force to be reckoned with, taking down the Squid Game system piece by piece. The resistance could be a major plot in Season 3, with Ji-hun trying to recruit and lead a group of rebels who want to destroy the games forever. Yes! Could he find new allies? What if they turn out to be even more deadly than the games themselves? Chapter 3: Release date and what we know so far. So, when is this all going down? Netflix confirmed that Squid Game Season 3 is officially in the works, but as always, Hwang Dong-hyuk, the mastermind behind the series, takes his sweet time to get things right. But here's what we do know. It's expected to drop sometime in late 2025 or early 2026. That means we have to be patient. We've already waited this long. And let's talk about the production a little bit. Rumors are swirling that parts of the season are being filmed in secret international locations, and that some of the set designs are going to be even more jaw-dropping than before. Could we see an international version of the games? What if Gi Hun and others are forced to participate in an even bigger, more brutal game in a new location? The excitement is killing me. What's next? The future of Squid Game might be bigger than we think. Alright, here's where it gets crazy. We all know Squid Game isn't just a TV show anymore. It's a cultural phenomenon. But what if it doesn't stop at season 3? Could it turn into a Squid Game universe? There are already talks about the show expanding into other forms of media, spin-off series, books, video games, and more. Imagine getting to play Squid Game on your phone. Without the deadly consequences, of course. But hey, wouldn't it be crazy to experience the game in virtual reality? It would definitely be something I'd try, as long as there are no crazy deadly challenges, okay? Faced with tears of joy. And the big talk is that Netflix might even create a shared universe for Squid Game, similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Instead of superheroes, though, we'll have death games across different realities. Could we see a Squid Game versus Alice in Borderland crossover? Maybe even a reality show spin-off? The possibilities are endless, and it's clear that Squid Game is just getting started. The next few years could bring even more surprises than we could ever expect. Did you enjoy these crazy theories? If you did, smash that like button faster than players running from the red light. Subscribe, hit that bell, and let me know in the comments what theory you think is the craziest, or if you have your own insane idea for what could happen in Season 3. Red light, green light.